The White House planning to announce a new acting IRS commissioner later this week. There's only one day left in the week, by the way. Congresspeople from both sides of the aisle are really demanding answers now, and a major hearing is set for tomorrow, the Ways and Means Committee. And joining us from Capitol Hill are two members of that committee who will be asking the questions and looking for answers tomorrow. Congresswoman Diane Black is a Republican from Tennessee, and Congressman Jim McDermott is a Democrat from Washington. I'm delighted to have you both here. Congresswoman Black, you're a former nurse. Congressman McDermott, you're a doctor. So we've got the medical side covered here, by the way. Ms. Black, ladies first, you just heard some of what the president said. I'm sure he uses the phrase repeatedly that he's outraged. Are you satisfied with what he has said so far about this IRS scandal, and more importantly, by what he's been doing?
Well, I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied until we get all of the answers to all the questions. I want to know, and we'll be asking this tomorrow in our hearing, about what happened, when it happened, who knew it, what action was taken once they found out, and what have they put into place to make sure that this does not happen again. So no, I'm not happy.
Congressman McDermott, how about you? Are you satisfied with the responses? Has the administration done everything that you would ask for it to do to put this issue to rest and restore confidence in the IRS?
The biggest obstacle to the administration and the Congress dealing with this is a 24/7 news cycle that demands people put stuff up before they know what the real facts are. Everybody's running around looking for a rope and a tree before they know what the real facts are. There were 3,400 applications that came in for tax-exempt status, and the usual burden was 1/4 of that. So the man who was at the top made some mistakes. It's pretty clear he made some mistakes in how he tried to evaluate those. But there's no real proof that that anything bad was done or that anybody was denied their constitutional rights. So I think the hearing, as Ms. Black says, is very important so we can hear exactly what happened and exactly what was done. And we can decide at that point whether there's anything nefarious going on. I remain to be convinced because I think the people at the IRS are good, dedicated public servants.
But you have to say, based on the facts, and vivid language there, Congressman McDermott, and we're all part of that 24/7 news cycle, I suppose, you right now being part of it as well, but that these allegations are disturbing on the face of it, that political motivations may be involved in investigations on the part of the IRS. That's disturbing stuff for every American.
Well, that's true to a certain extent. There is obviously concern, and we were moving forward. We scheduled the hearing, and we were prepared to do that. But if you look back at the Benghazi hearing, and you now look at what information was given, what was leaked out was a doctored phone message, and that's clearly changes the whole thing about what went on in Benghazi. Mm-hmm. So I think it's always important to, both of us are medical people. We don't make snap decisions.
Right.
We wait and gather the evidence.
We're, because of the President's news coverage, a little short on time. Congresswoman Black, let me ask you, the President was asked at his press conference whether he would support the appointment of a special counsel, special prosecutor in this particular case. He said, basically, in case you didn't hear, that between the criminal investigations of the Attorney General, the Inspector General's report, and what Congress is doing, he thinks we have the investigations in place to get to the bottom of this. Do you agree with that? And are you satisfied that there is no need for a special counsel?
Well, let me first go back to the statement that we just don't know. We do know this much. Ms. Lerner has already come out and apologized for what did happen. I mean, she's acknowledged that there was a holding back of these applications that had certain specific targeted words on it. So there's no if. We know this is absolutely true because it has already been an apology. So there's a lot of digging yet to be done. And I do think a special prosecutor is probably what we're going to end up needing to do, just so that we can tell the American public we have done everything that we can do to show you that we have uncovered what was going on and that we now know what was going on so that we can fix it. And this is very important to get the American trust back. Already the American people don't trust the IRS, and this certainly didn't help them. And we're going to need to do whatever we can do because What a lot of folks don't know is that the Obamacare has mandated that there would be absolutely more information, given more power. There is an actual database that's being developed right as we speak. It's called the Federal Data Services Hub, which puts 5 different agencies' personal information all in one place. And this is a huge amount of power, and I think that we've got to make sure that we can tell the American people that the bureaucrats are not going to misuse their information.
And you have called, by the way, for putting a hold on that until we get to the bottom of this IRS matter. Lady and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time today. We'll be watching tomorrow. We appreciate you coming by. Sue?